Republican turns tables on FBI deputy director on the hot seat now. Remember the story of the British spy that the FBI deputy secretary used to get political dirt on Trump? The Golden Shower, quote, dossier that was total BS is coming back to bite the Dems on the butt. Deputy Director Andrew McCabe is being called on the carpet by the chairman of the Senate Judicial Committee. Let's get this going and keep digging for more on the corrupt FBI and Democrats. Remember that we reported that the director for the British FBI resigned the day after Trump's inauguration. Something about all this just doesn't smell right. GCHQ Director Robert Hannigan is stepping down after only 2 years as chief of the cyber spy agency for, quote, personal reasons, the intelligence service has announced. Recall also that Judge Napolitano said 3 sources told him the British spy agency had something to do with the witch hunt on Trump. Judge Napolitano was on Fox and Friends discussing the Obama administration's effort to spy on Donald Trump. 3 intel sources have disclosed to the network that Obama went to British intelligence to get the goods on Trump, but we may never be able to prove it. Judge Napolitano, 3 intelligence sources have informed Fox News that President Obama went outside the chain of command. He didn't use the NSA, he didn't use the CIA, he didn't use the FBI, and he didn't use the Department of Justice. He used GCHQ. GCHQ is a British intel agency. Judge Napolitano's tweets, 3 intel sources, exactly what I read, have disclosed that President Obama turned to British spies to get surveillance on Trump. 100%. Charles Grassley, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, has sent a letter to FBI Director James Comey demanding the story behind the FBI's report plan to pay the author of a lurid and unsubstantiated dossier on candidate Donald Trump. In particular, Grassley appears to be zeroing in on the FBI's Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, indicating Senate investigators want to learn more about McCabe's role in a key aspect of the Trump-Russia affair. Grassley began his investigation after the Washington Post reported on February 28th that the FBI, quote, a few weeks before the election, agreed to pay former British spy Christopher Steele to investigate Trump. Prior to that, supporters of the Hillary Clinton presidential campaign had paid Steele to gather intelligence on Clinton's Republican rival. In the end, the FBI did not pay Steele, the Post reported. After the dossier, quote, became the subject of news stories, congressional inquiries, and presidential denials, end quote. It is not clear whether Steele worked under agreement with the FBI for any period of time before the payment deal fell through. The idea that the FBI and associates of the Clinton campaign would pay Mr. Steele to investigate the Republican nominee for president in the run-up to the election raises further questions about the FBI's independence from politics, as well as the Obama administration's use of law enforcement and intelligence agencies for political ends. End quote. Grassley wrote in a letter to Comey dated March 28th. McCabe has been on the hot seat before. Breaking: crooked Virginia governor close to Hillary friend gave wife of FBI official overseeing Hillary email investigation $467,500. The political organization of Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe, an influential Democrat with long-standing ties to Bill and Hillary Clinton, gave nearly $500,000 to the election campaign of the wife of an official at the Federal Bureau of Investigations, who later helped oversee the investigation into Mrs. Clinton's email use. How convenient. They gave it to the wife so they can sort of cover it. Campaign finance records show McAuliffe's Political Action Committee donated the $467,500 to the 2015 state Senate campaign of Dr. Jill McCabe, who is married to Andrew McCabe, now the deputy director of the FBI. The Virginia Democratic Party, over which McAuliffe's experts considerable control, donated an additional $207,788 worth of the support to Dr. McCabe's campaign in the form of mailers, according to the records. That adds up to slightly more than $675,000 to her candidacy from entities either directly under Mr. McAuliffe's control or strongly influenced by him. The figure represents more than a third of all the campaign funds Dr. McCabe raised in the effort. Mr. McAuliffe and other state party leaders recruited Dr. McCabe to run. According to party officials, she lost the election to incumbent Republican Dick Black. A spokesman for the governor said he supported Jill McCabe because he believed she would be a good state senator. This is a customary practice for Virginia governors. Any insinuation that his support was tied to anything other than his desire to elect candidates who would help pass his agenda is ridiculous. Among political candidates that year, Dr. McCabe was the third largest recipient of funds from Common Good Virginia, the governor's PAC, according to campaign finance records. Dan Gecker received $781,500 from the PAC and $214,456 from the state party for a campaign that raised $2.9 million, according to records. And Jeremy McPick received $830,500 from the PAC and $535,162 from the state party, raising more than $3.8 million that year for his candidacy. The governor could recall only one meeting with Mr. McCabe when he and other state Democrats met with the couple on March 7, 2015 to urge Dr. McCabe to run, according to the spokesman. Well, this doesn't surprise anyone. We all know Hillary's behind a lot of this crap, and she's pretty good at hiding how she handles everything. But as you can see, things are now coming to light. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Again, thank you for watching.